everyone. I hope everyone is okay. Everyone is in a good mood. Today is Friday, and we have with us Dmytro,
Yeah, hello
a
guys.
old friend of ours, and he is going to talk with us about business analysis techniques, toolset, farming on practice. Uh, Before we start, first of all, welcome, Dimitro.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Francisco. Nice to see you. Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, equally. Thank you for sharing your knowledge once more. So, as usual, we will provide a recording after this presentation. At the end of the presentation, it will be we will have a Q&A session. So please share your questions with us in our YouTube page or in our internet page at EPAM. And Dimitru, we will choose the best question, and that person will win a badge. This is excellent uh, um, news. So, Dimitru, please, the stage is yours, and
Thank you very
welcome
much.
once more.
Thank you very much, Francisco. So, hello guys. Hello all fans of business analysis. And for today's speech, guys, we as our team, we choose very interesting topic, business analysis techniques, toolset, forming on practice. What does it mean for us as for business analysts? I guess this means that this is our basis. Yep, this is our basis of our maturity, our knowledge, our skills, etc. So this topic is extremely important. Why? Due to a couple of reasons. First of all, we need to one more time to deep dive and rethink how we should work with new techniques, how we should uh, resume new experience, how we should collect all needed knowledge in one place, yep, and maybe provide them in the best way in our practice or on practice, yep. So we need all our work, all business analyst work, all volume of business analyst work closely connected to understanding of business analysis technique tool set usage. Yep. And that is why this topic is extremely interesting for us, for all of us, and we need to think a couple of times more about that. And based on our topic, yep, we proposed for you guys, for your attention, pretty short, but I hope very valuable agenda for you. So the first point that we're going to do, that we're going to review with you together, guys. This point about what about the understanding of business analysis technique terminology. Yeah, what does it mean on practice? In reality, yep. This in on the next step, we're going to review actually the ways, yep, how BA should work with should apply, we can say, or use business analysis techniques in practice. And at the end, for sure, we're going to see we're going to review, we're going to deep dive into the way of rational use and updating of business analysis techniques. And for sure, we will have some time for Q&A session. I hope that you know our rules. Just general standard approach during our speeches or our presentations from our community, from global business analysis community speakers. Guys, please don't lose your focus of attention. I know that if you are here, you're a real business analyst who wants to grow. So we propose to you just use some kind of tools that is comfortable or convenience for you to make some notes, and after that provide your thoughts, ideas, questions for our end speech discussion. And this is agenda, and I want to just highlight one more time that I am Dmytro Lozovytskyi, Chief Business Analyst. Maybe, guys, some of you knows me from previous webinars from local and global BA community level organizations. And why I want to share my knowledge, I'm passionate BA, and my real professional passion is to combine different roles on different projects. And I convince in idea that only on the edge, we can burn something new, something interesting, and something applicable and useful. So that is why I collected in my past different experience, and this experience allows me to share some interesting approaches with you, dear colleagues. And let's go forward. First of all, as you know, guys, I am always start my webinars from some kind of quotes of famous people, famous entrepreneurs, famous philosophers, famous IT specialists, etc. And this time I choose Henry Mintzberg, one of the greatest economists and specialist in management area. And I want to share this thought with you. Learning is not doing, it's reflecting on doing. Yeah. And this quote is great. This thought is great, absolutely great. Why? Because we need to, when we want to know something or deep dive in something, we need to learn. And this is a strict message how we should do that in smart manner. So let's do this all together. And we can start with our basis, or basic level from definition. As you can see, guys, if you want to Google this terminology, you can easily do that. And we need to understand what does it mean technique. And if we try to look or go through authority actually vocabularies in e-sources, we can see that analytical technique is a method used to determine a chemical or physical property of a chemical substance, chemical element, or mixture. So this is a mix of something. Mix of our actions supported with some kind of tools and grouped with some in one way or direction. That we need to have some flow of action. So this flow in simple manner, in very simple manner, we can call method. And business analysis techniques means for us that this is a process, as we defined before, used to create and implement plans necessary for defining a company's needs and delivering the best results. This is a really general definition, but in IIBA source, we have some strict definition of this terminology. This is a manner or method or style for conducting a business analysis or for shaping its output. Really interesting definition. Methods or style for conducting. So this means for us toolset on background. And if you want to check, you can actually do that. I provide some kind of link for you. Please use, don't be shy, please use read Babok source and use professional vocabulary from that. And this definition means for us a couple of things. This is a manner, This is style for conducting something. So what is the next? Next is question why why we need to have different styles, why we need to choose different methods, why we need to regroup our actions and invent something new, some new approaches, methods, etc. in our activities. Why? And we have a question. Why? And we have an answers. Yeah, because on practice we have a wide variety of techniques used for analysis. Yeah, from simple weighting to advanced techniques using highly specialized instrumentation. Yeah? And this variety of tools of instrumentation that we called before, just we can explain why, because of there is no such things as one size fits all. Yeah, we need to have different techniques because every business or organizations is different. Yeah, and different project cases. This is the reason why business analysts should use different techniques generally. I know that this is not new land for all of us, but we need to remember that we have some kind of behavior style to understand. We need to provide some kind of behavior style to fit our behavior, professional behavior style, professional interaction style, to understand how we should correct our actions in practice to apply our efforts and on personal level and on team level to get the best results in the process of development and interaction with our clients. So a lot of times, or in not rare cases, some of business analysts just making their fixed tool set without that they want to expand during a long time in their professional life. And this is mistake in my opinion, because if you know many techniques, if you know many approaches, it means that you will get much more flexibility, and you can easily to find the right key to the right case. Let's go forward. We understand that we have a lot of techniques, and we understand what is a technique, what technique means in terminology. On terminology level, we have a lot of techniques in our tool set, but we need to understand how we should work with them. So the answer is easy for us and obvious in some manner. We can say that we need to apply in that approach how to work correctly with business analyst technique toolset, LEGO principles. LEGO or constructor principles. Try to use techniques depends on tasks, needs, environment, specific circumstances, plans. Yep. So guys, you can see that any kind of business analyst understand or should understand that if you have some specific or concrete technique, you should know how you should apply this technique in different project cases because of different influences, factors of influence. Yep. Specific tasks, needs, stakeholders needs, project needs, business needs, environment specific. Yep. So your work environment specific, concrete situation that you have right now at this time during the current moment of time on your project, etc. Circumstances, a lot of things, different blockers, different additional information that you should take in account in your head, in your actions, and reflect in your actions, plans, etc. So this is maturity level. Maturity level. This is an art of business analysis. This is a piece of art of business analyst life. Why? Because you have on one hand you have tool set, business techniques, business analysis tool set, business analysis techniques tool set, and on another hand, at the same time, you have your experience that should help you to apply this or that technique or techniques in a sum, or in grouping of them. You can group the techniques based on your project specific case to get the best result based on your current project situation. This is an art. This is a piece of art for any kind of business analyst. So that is why you should be real professional guy in business analysis techniques knowledge area. Let's go forward. Next slide is also some kind of quote for your or additional thought for your professional life. Never set out to be the best. It's too low a standard. Set out to be good. Do your best. This is this is some kind of highlight that I want wish you guys that I want to wish you to apply in your everyday activities. Do your best every time. Do your best. So how to do this? Right now we're going to review conditions. For sure, you know, guys, that any kind of business analysis technique described, yep. And we have Babok, some kind of holy Bible for any kind of business analyst. And on one hand, and on another hand, we have not only Babok as a source, we have a lot of professional approaches described in tons of business analysis literature generally. And you know, guys, we have a lot of knowledge. We have a lot of knowledge about specific of technique, yeah, this or that business analysis technique. But at the same time, we need to understand what is the right order, or what is the right not only order how I should apply this technique. This explanation you can get from the knowledge base. But you need to understand, do you have the right conditions right now in your situation that allows you to apply this or that technique that you need in the best manner? Yeah. And I want to highlight this idea. Yeah. The only criterion of truth is experience. Yeah. That is true. This is a paradox. You can read a lot of books in business analysis area, but you can realize and you can form your personal approach only in the way to get your own experience. And in the right part of this slide, you can see the levels. The levels of conditions, how you can get to your maturity level or maturity level in the question of business analysis techniques usage. As you can see, we have some kind of pyramid analog, and let's start from the bottom. From own knowledge base, yeah. So everything in your knowledge, everything in your practice with BA's techniques usage starts from your knowledge base. Everything. So think about the conditions when you get the new knowledge in the right moment of time, in the right form. Yeah. On the next level, you need to care about your practical environment, because yes, you can read some information, but if you won't apply this information or this new knowledge, theoretical knowledge in practice in the next 48 hours, it's not good for you, because you will forget something, your interest can just go down, etc., and you will be demotivated. Yep. So please, if you want to try something new in business analysis area, think about the question to have a practical environment around you in the right time, at the right at the right time of at the right moment of time. Yep. And the next step, the next condition is create the help points. Guys, please believe me, when you try to go forward with a new technique implementation on your personal level of maturity, you need to think, because you will get a lot of questions inside your head and from your colleagues as well. So you need to care about help points for yourself. Yeah. So please try to find a little bit more expand information about the experience of this or that technique implementation from your colleagues, from internet, authority internet sources, etc., etc. So it depends. Yep. From your clients, by the way, or from your client representatives, if you have a good or great communication and collaboration process, it doesn't matter actually if you need to be ready to get the needed help in the right moment of time. The next condition is get access to practitioners. This is the most interesting step in this sequence. Why? Because when you try something new the first time, if you have almost all kind of help points, but you won't have feedbacks, sources, but professional feedbacks, sources that we have on other practitioner side, or guys who can support you and provide you feedback. It is not crucial for us, but with this help, you will progress significantly and faster than in previous one. So get the access to practitioners to have ability to get needed feedback anytime that you want or need. The next condition, get acceleration with help of education courses. Yes. When you get the first knowledge, when you got the first knowledge, when you got the first experience of this or that BA's technique usage, you need to take care about deep dive in some kind of details or specific of this or that technique usage. For sure, Babok is not a universal source of truth. Yes. This is some kind of recommendations that you, or exists some kind of recommendations that you can find out from Babok. But you need to get not only feedback. In that case, you need to expand information about the practice of concrete BA technique usage from authority people. So that is why I highly recommend you to allow yourself to get such information from educational courses or sources. And all these blocks we can sum up in one big area that we can call individual work. And the top of your conditions to provide the best knowledge in this or that BA technique usage area will end with the final point. Polish your skills with help of authority mentor. Only when you made your way, took your experience generally, collected your experience generally, you need to make one more step to your maturity level or maturity level, in your maturity level, the final step. Discuss all kind of things that you found or you just took from the practice, from your cooperation process, from your practice in the question of BA technique usage, and share this information with a great expert to discuss a lot of things, to think about specific one more time, to find out a lot of possibilities or opportunities, how you can make this or that technique in your project case more efficient, how you can update this or that approach, etc., etc. This is a final condition that you need to care about if you want to go through the way of correct or efficient BA technique usage on practice, or application this or that BA techniques on practice. This is the way of your study. Yep. So don't forget about these points, because everyone just think about the first 2 points, but all other things just in a lot of cases are hide from our eyes, and we forget about these opportunities or possibilities to make our maturity higher and higher. So when you want to try something, please use these simple steps, use these simple conditions, take care about them, and you will get the success. Let's go forward. Point of confidence. Of course, I think I can predict, guys, from your side some kind of questions. Yeah, we discussed a couple of moments ago the way how we should go, what kind of conditions for best BA technique usage and study we should take care about. But right now, you have a question: how much time and effort we need to spend, just approximately, to get to the point of confidence? Yeah, how we can use this or that technique. For sure, guys, it's this question based on Dunning-Kruger effect curve. Yeah, you know that, and a lot of you know that. So you can see this curve model of Dunning-Kruger effect in the right bottom corner of this slide. But what are the steps to get to the point of confidence? Yeah. First step is preparation and all activities connected to that. The second one, start practice. The next one, identify the gaps. Yes, this is the first block of actions, and average, it means for us that we're going to spend up to 30% of our efforts and time to provide some kind of basic knowledge in practice, how to use this or that technique. After that, guys, please take your attention, up to 50% of our time and efforts we will spend for realize mistake and maturity implementation. So try and try again. And only 20% of our time and efforts we're going to polish our skills to use this or that technique on practice, and we will get to the point of confidence. Yep. And how much time? Because I provided for your attention only percent scale. Actually, how much time? It depends on your wish, on your readiness, on your resources, on your conditions that you have on your project, on current project. So it could take a day, it could take, in different cases, depends on technique specific and all other stuff that I mentioned before. It could take a days, but it could take a month. Yeah, so it depends on case. But efforts based on my personal practice and practice of our colleagues, we can divide in the next share that reflected on the screen. Yeah. Don't forget about that. Take this in account. And if you, how you should use this scale. Yeah. If you plan to provide some new technique and practice in your project, in your current specific project, please think about this scale and divide your efforts and times based on your target date and all kind of preparation from your side and from the side of your team. You have the proportion that you can use. Please think about. Let's go forward. Behavior patterns for the BAs for the best BA technique implementation. Yeah, we were talking about different things of the basis. Yep, but right now we need to just jump out and think about behavior patterns for the best BA technique implementation. And I want to highlight for you guys 6 pattern of your behavior: mindset, flexibility, courage to try new things, feedback readiness, persistency in work, smart adaptation, knowledge and experience sublimation. Yeah. So please, right now, during this moment of time or next, just check in your head what kind of behavior characteristics you can apply to your person in that question. And if you apply more than 60%, everything is good. Of course, not ideal, but good. If you apply more or less than 60% of these techniques, behavior patterns, it means that you need to update yourself. So I think that these behavior patterns the meanings of these behavior patterns are obvious for us, and everyone knows what does it mean, what each point means on practice. So please check and think about again. The next quote: everyone's journey is completely different. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. That is why we don't have the silver bullet for all of us, but we can group some information, we can collect valuable experience, how you should work with this or that things on practice, how we can unify the approach to work with BA techniques usage in practice as well. Let's go forward. Define the optimal way. Yeah, as I mentioned before, knowledge structurization and realizing. This is the first part. Personal experience mastery. New areas borns new knowledge. New knowledge on the edge. As I mentioned before, if you have the gap in the right or left part of this conceptual scheme, it means that you can't born the quality knowledge for yourself and for your team, for your client. So think about these 2 big blocks: knowledge structurization and realizing, not only structurization, but realizing, and personal experience mastery, creation on cases. You need to describe, you need to collect, you need to form the cases, not only in your head. You can make the library of cases on practice. And when during the process that you're going to work with this or that case description, you can rethink, you can try after that to change something in technique, this or that technique, or choose technique implementation, etc. So don't forget about how we do that in practice. Make your custom classification of BA techniques, usage and cases implementation. Yes, guys, classification. This is universal key in our hands to open any kind of project case, but based on this approach. So how we can classify the technique usage? For sure, in our practice, we have, on practice actually, we have different approaches. The first approach is related to Babok usage. Yep. Everyone who read Babok, reads Babok, remember that after each chapter you have the techniques. Yeah, techniques that is related to this or that chapter of this book. And but this is just recommendations provided from IIBA Institute from IIBA organization. Yeah, but yes, for sure, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. But on practice, we could have different kind of classification, and I highly recommend you to read Babok, to think about why professionals in business analysis area apply this or that technique in concrete specific chapter of this book. You will get some explanation from Babok, but please take a look around you in broad manner. Yeah, so think about mix of the techniques when you'll get some level of mastery of BA technique usage. Maybe a little bit deeper and maybe in a little bit in another manner. Yeah, that you can usually read in Babok. So you can apply this as a technique based on your current experience and project specific in the manner that you want to do that, but for sure in smart manner, and based on idea of the technique, based on preconditions and requirements of this technique usage that is related to our source, Babok source. So, but when you make the classification of the techniques, you provide the library of cases in your head and in your actions that connect it with the help or by the help of your experience with your theoretical knowledge. And believe me, guys, this is the best way to born something new and to deep dive in some areas. So that is why, please, on practice, try to create your own classification of groups of BA techniques. You can use not only Babok areas, you can use business areas when you could apply, where you could apply specific or concrete BA techniques. No matter how good the team or how efficient the methodology, if we were not solving the right problem, the project fails or action fails. It's equal. So that is why I recommend to you guys to use provided source, Business Change Academy, and they grouped, of course, based on IIBA practice, they grouped different techniques in some categories. Actually, at the end of this presentation, I can show you the slides with description of these categories for you guys. So, as you can see, we have 26 categories provided from this source. How you can group the BA techniques, basic BA techniques into this group. This is your library of your cases, library of your solutions on technique level usage for every project. So during all your professional business analyst life, you're going to form these technique categories in actually in visible or invisible way in your head, in your thoughts. But I like to provide you again the way how you can think about. This is a list of categories, very popular categories that you can apply, and you can just track track. You can just not only track the activities, you can just check the right technique. How you can quickly check what kind of techniques you can use in this or that project case in easy manner. This is a sense of approach. Different technique categories, you grouped for each category different kind of BA techniques, yep, and try to expand this classification, try to mix these techniques between different categories, and provide your best feedback from your own practice, and to think about all specific of concrete BA technique usage deeply. This is the main idea, and it speed up your BA activities or your maturity and grow your maturity level maybe in times if you want to do such exercise. How this exercise could look like, I will show you at the end of my speech. Approach. What we have on that slide? Approach of rational use business analysis technique. What kind of approach? Of course, as I mentioned before, everything should be based on your experience. But think how you could implement specific techniques in the most rational way. Guys, a little bit deeper, just we need to go to the next step. Most rational way. What does it mean in practice for all of us? Analysis criteria. Yeah. So efforts with results balance. Shortest time of technique implementation. Technique applicability for project case. Specific needs case coverage, and supportiveness from the client and team side. It's equal for all of us, optimal BA technique choice. This is a key, this is the next key when you will form your BA technique usage library grouped by categories. You have the next key, the third one, yeah? Analysis criteria, how you should choose the optimal, how you choose the optimal BA technique in your practice. So 5 analysis criteria: efforts and results, shortest time, techniques applicability for project case specific needs case coverage with that or this technique that you choose, supportiveness from the client and team side. It could be a very tricky situation when you can combine some kind of techniques on practice or make from different techniques some kind of sequence of action to get to the best result. Yep, it's also okay for us. But approach is that. And conclusions before our questions. You'll never get the result if you don't try. So please try. We have a fun picture on the slide. It's not, this is a special picture for all of us. Yeah, to be or not to be. To be. Please try. Always compare your personal experience with the best practices as etalon. Compare your personal experience with the best practices description as etalon. And share your thoughts with professionals. Be proactive, but in a smart manner. Please don't think that for each BA technique, you can have only one way of application this technique on practice. No, absolutely not. Yep, we have different cases. We can have different situations. So guys, please think deeper and be smart. And please don't be afraid. Try, and one more time try till you get needed results. This is only one way that I can say for you, or I can highlight for you. And I think that my speech should inspire you a little bit and explain how you should look at BA technique usage practice generally. but with but at the same time with a deep dive manner. And I want to finish before we go into the technical tables with the last quote for today's speech, that my goal, everyone's goal, is to get better at what we do. Yeah. So this is also some interesting thought, and it means for us that we need to try. With each try, your maturity level will grow. Maybe a little bit, maybe much more than a little bit, but grow. So we need to pursue sustainable growth or professional growth process for ourselves. This is our goal, especially in the question of BA technique usage on practice. And right now we're going to have Q&A, but before that, for sure, as I promised, as you can see, guys, I just take from provided source classification of technique categories grouped in content tables. Yeah. So in the blocks, you can see the name of categories, and in the bottom part, highlighted with bullet points, you can see the name of techniques. We have a lot of them. Yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of them. And if you're going to expand your knowledge with different kind of technique, you will grow as professional and you will born new knowledge step by step in sustainable and just direct manner. As you can see, guys, a lot of them. We have a lot of them. So please don't forget to check this source. Don't forget to think about your own classification. Yeah. And for sure, as you can see, only on these provided slides, we have almost more than 185 techniques. 185 techniques. It doesn't mean that each technique you need to have or need to implement every day, but you need to know the biggest part of them. So try to create your own library. I highlighted for you guys the correct way how you can do that, appropriate on practice. And right now, thank you for your attention, and I'm ready for the next session. Francisco?
Thank you, Dmytro. I have to say I have to confess one thing. Here in Portugal, we have a worldwide known wine that is Vinho do Porto, Porto wine. And we have a thing that we used to say that is the oldest wine, the better. And in your presentation are equal. Every presentation, it's better than the previous one. It was excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this compliment. It is a pleasure to work with you guys, to share our knowledge with you guys.
So, I don't know if our public, our viewers are completely
ready to provide the questions.
With your explanation. Maybe they don't have questions, but the truth is right now we don't have one, but I have one. Dmytro, in a world like we have right now and with new things every day, how do you keep informed about the new things that will go, the new evolutions in BA analysis? Can you share with us some?
Yes, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, really, for this question, Francisco. Because, guys, I have a couple of approaches, or ways how I can be in trend or be aligned with trends of business analysis. Actually, the first one, I like to visit the BA conferences. Yeah. And it doesn't mean for me that I need to, for example, if we have long BA conferences, and for example, 3 days in a row, 5, 6 days in a row, it doesn't mean that you need to listen or take a part in all kind of speeches. Yeah, but please see the agenda, see the most interesting speakers. Just identify for you guys, on individual level, the most interesting speakers, because everyone has his own requests right now at the current moment of time to upgrade something, etc., etc. And these requests could be different for a concrete person. So that is why try to identify your needs, and just take a part in such kind class of events, big conferences with participation of great masters of business analysis. The second way is the next, that please provide some kind of subscriptions or became a subscriber in IIBA Institute sources. For example, in modern analysts, just Analyst Hub, etc., etc. We have a lot of sources actually, and again, you can just receive some kind of highlights from time to time on periodical basis or regular basis from that sources. And if you see something interesting for you, something valuable for you, please read, please ask, please speak. Yeah. The next point that works for me in quick manner. Actually, I know that not every company has BAO office. Yeah, as in classic understanding of this word meaning. But you have colleagues. You should have colleagues that you can ask, or maybe not even ask, but share your thoughts and brainstorm some ideas or something like that with them. And these professional discussions or brainstorming sessions could be pleasure for all of you guys. You can do that with a beer. You can do that till you're waiting for your pizza, or till you're eating your pizza. It depends, yeah? But socialized with professionals, yeah? This is the third way how you can get fastly this information. And the queen of all things for me is reading the books or watching the videos, professional videos from professional guys. So for sure, this activity will take much more time than previous group of activities, but generally, I can say that we have the famous quote. I don't remember the author of this quote right now. I can't remember. But you know, guys, that always people who watching the television or watching TV will be managed from the side of people who read the books. So it's some kind of quote, deep quote. Why? Because when you read, reading is work for our brain, and it's not a novel, just romantic novel or something like that. It's professional literature, so read the professional books. I know that this is time-consuming activity, but please find the time. And if you, for example, read during the year, if you're going to read during the year up to 10 professional books, guys, believe me, you will get the huge step forward. You will make the huge step forward. Absolutely huge step forward. Just you can imagine that, for example, you can read one book about the 80 or 100 most popular BA technique usage. Wow, great. At the same time, you can add some knowledge about deeper user story understanding and user story writing, usage technique, and user story nature at all. Yep, idea of original user story that was created by the authors, yes, of this approach, etc. You expand your knowledge step by step on systematic basis. Yep. And I think that this is the most convenient ways how you can do that. I group them for you guys in two big categories. Yeah, fast ways and regular ways. So please choose the best option for you.
Thank you. And we have a question in YouTube.
Great.
Um, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce the name. This is in Cyrillic. I don't know how to spell it. But the question is, what is the most common category of techniques that you use it during your work, Dmytro?
My personal categories list. Great, guys. I have more than 20 positions in that list, but I can say that in my presentation that I want to share with you, the biggest part of these categories reflected here. Really. So please, this is ready. This list of categories is ready for you. That is why this is some kind of attachments for the main presentation. So please take it and use. That's all. Take it and use. And you can in easy manner just find out what kind of technique means with Google help, with IABA sources help, official IABA sources help, and with blog. Absolutely. And with YouTube, by the way, with YouTube as well.
And we have 3 minutes, and we have one more question from
Okay.
Anastasia. In your opinion, Dmytro, which approach will be better, learning various techniques or practically applying a few on a permanent basis to improve their usage? What is your opinion?
Great question, Anastasia. I like it so much, but I want to just reflect. I want to divide my answer in two parts. First of all, for sure, guys, as I mentioned before, honestly, you won't need a lot of, you won't need in one moment of time or for one project, for your concrete specific project, all kind of techniques application. Applicability for your project. No, absolutely not. It's constructor. Yep. But in that huge list of techniques, you should find up to 30, in my opinion, up to 30, maybe 35 techniques for different categories. The whole amount of the techniques is up to 35, maybe 40. That will be the main, or that will form the main flow of technique usage during the business analysis process setup. You see the difference? You need to know very well the techniques that related to the regular everyday business and analyst activity or periodical periodical business analyst activity. So it's not all the list of the all techniques, but step by step during your professional growth, please expand the knowledge in that area just for yourself. You never know what will happen tomorrow. Believe me. I have a very good example when everyone knows what is SWOT analysis. Yeah, strengths, weaknesses, etc., etc., etc. But treats, but nobody knows what is TOWS analysis. Yep. Oh, not nobody knows, but a lot of guys don't know what is TOWS analysis. And for example, when I read about TOWS analysis before our discovery phase in the United States of America, in the USA, in California, I just I just read it for myself, but when we going to visit California, we have the need to provide the tools analysis, and only I knows in our team what does it mean, what it means. Yep, what does it mean? Yeah. So you never know. It's true. You never know. So please think about the whole processes of business analysis flow on your project based on business analysis model or approach that your leads or delivery managers choose for you for your project, and divide the techniques for each phase of this flow. Divide the techniques. Please use the most simple, the most efficient, and most strict applicable techniques. Form your list of the best techniques up to 35, 40 points, and after that, expand them. That's all.
Thank you, Dmytro, and thank you all that are seeing in YouTube. We are running out of time, but see you next time. Thank you, Dmytro, once again, and
Thank you so much,
we
Francisco.
wish
Thank you,
you
colleagues.
an excellent Friday. Bye bye.
Yep. And see you next time. See you guys. Thank you.